Hi, I'm Sarah Beth. Today we are going to make a beautiful, warmly spiced beef harvest bowl. If you don't know what a harvest bowl is, go ahead and do a search for #harvestbowl on Instagram and you will see how gorgeous and delicious they can be. The main component of our harvest bowl will be this pre-grass-fed and finished chuck roast. First we'll sear it to get lots of good flavor, and then we will roast it low and slow with some aromatics and lots of warm spices. We're gonna build our beautiful harvest bowl on a base of farro. Farro is a dried grain, kind of like rice or barley, but it has lots more fiber and protein. It's really easy to work with. We're just going to add this to a pot of boiling salted water. We're gonna simmer it for about 20 minutes and then drain. We'll also top our harvest bowl with some roasted squash and a roasted green vegetable and lots of other flavors, colors, and textures. We're going to cut this roast into 2 to 3 inch pieces. The shape of the piece isn't as important as the size. The size just needs to be consistent so that the pieces cook evenly. Now we are going to generously salt all sides of the beef. Beef likes lots of salt, so don't be shy here. Now's the time to add the oil to the pot. We're using a large, heavy-bottomed Dutch oven. Enameled is perfect for this, but if you have a stock pot, that works too. We're gonna add 3 tablespoons of oil, get it really hot, and then put the beef in on its first side. We wanna leave it untouched for about 5 minutes to get a really good hard sear. That's gonna add so much flavor. We wanna brown it on at least 3 sides. The more brown, the more flavor. We're removing the beef from the pot and setting it aside while we cook our veggies. Into the hot oil, we'll put our onions and our peppers. Soaking up all of that beefy flavor. We want to cook these until the onions are translucent, about 5 minutes. The onions look translucent and a little browned. This is just right. We're ready to add our garlic. I like to grate my garlic straight into the pot. It's so easy. I'm a garlic lover, so we're going for 3 cloves. If you don't love garlic, you could use 1 or 2. I turned the heat down and I'm gonna leave the garlic just like this. If I stir it around, it'll cook too fast. I'm gonna add the spices and stir the garlic and the spices together while the spices toast. Oh, it smells so good. Toasting your spices in a relatively dry pot is an essential part of having a well-seasoned dish. Don't skip that part. Once the spices smell really toasty and you've got lots of good fond on the bottom of the pan, that's when we'll add our sherry. You can add sherry or a dry white wine. You could also use a beer. You could use vegetable or beef or chicken stock as well, but sherry does the job really well. Once all of your fond is scraped up, we'll add the canned diced tomatoes. This is going to give us a nice tanginess and add lots of liquid. The beef has been roasting low and slow in the oven for almost 2 hours. I'm going to check on it, give it a stir. Oh, it's very dark and rich and it's falling apart just at a light touch. I'm gonna stir it a bit and I wanna taste it. And I wanna taste for seasoning. We might add some salt, we might add some lemon juice, we might even add a little bit of sugar, just to make sure that everything is really balanced. Just do whatever tastes right to you. A splash of fresh lemon or lime juice can really brighten up something that is this rich. Time to make our bowl.